Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be jumping straight into the price predictions for Ankr, as well as huge bullish and bearish news regarding Ankr. So if you guys want to stay up to date with Ankr as well as so many other altcoins across the channel, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. As we get started, we do see a 2.05% increase in the last 24 hours. Definitely a decent recovery for Ankr as we continue to see it rise above 6 cents. We do see a lot of potential behind this coin, and that's exactly why we talk about it on the channel. I guess if we take a look, at the last week and the last month, you are going to see, some decent negative numbers, unfortunately. Here we see in the last week a 12.07% decrease, and the last month a 22.46% decrease. However, like I said, in the last 24 hours, we are seeing a 2% increase, hopefully finding a good stabilization here as we kind of wait our way through this manipulation FUD stage. We are expecting these low price points. We've talked about September hopefully being the bottom for a lot of different coins and altcoins across the board, but realistically, as we move forward, we are going to be hoping for a final recovery period, late September, realistically, to find a way out of this manipulation and FUD market. I think realistically, we are going to find our way out, and by the end of the bull market and by the end of this year alone, we are going to see some great numbers across the board for Ankr as well as so many other altcoins. So let's get started with some, decent bullish looking outlooks for Ankr. Before we do though, guys, I do want to jump into Ankr's about real quick for those of you who don't know much about Ankr, because it is a smaller coin. It only has a $441 million market cap, $8.9 million in the last 24 hours circulating, obviously, in volume. So Ankr is an Ethereum token that powers Ankr, a Web3 infrastructure and cross-chain staking DeFi platform that aims to make it easy and affordable for anyone to participate in blockchain ecosystems by building dApps, hosting nodes, or staking. The Ankr token can be used to pay for services on the Ankr platform, such as node deployment and API services, participate in on-chain governance, and also act as insurance for network participants. So jumping into the first article, we have Ankr offers a full suite of BSC services: ETH staking on BSC, BNB staking on StakeFi, and BSC API developer solutions. So this is something we've talked about before. Obviously, the utility, the use cases that really kind of go behind and go beyond Ankr just continues to push this ecosystem, really the Ankr coin specifically, to a new level. And I think we are going to see a lot of people starting to utilize and jump on board with Ankr as we move closer to that bull market part 2. Jumping into the next tweet, we actually see the parachain slot auctions are currently running. The purpose of the relay chain is to guarantee the security of message passing through and between the parachains. So this is definitely something we've talked about. Obviously, the newest developer API integration for Polkadot. The developer API enables easy interaction with the relay chain that we just talked about. We also had a tweet here about talking about the addition of the Arbitrum API, and we've talked about this as well. They have a tweet here: solutions offer increased speed, reduced costs, and Ankr's API endpoints enable developers to easily interact with and build on this network. So jumping on to the next one, we have their full update that we get every Sunday. We always make at least an Ankr video a week because of their Happy Sunday updates. So we are the first ones to add Arbitrum Developer API. They also talk about their Polkadot Developer API Live, BSC suite of services provided by Ankr, and obviously a staking guide for Bancor Live as well. They also are still hiring, which we continue to see as kind of bullish information. Obviously, if they weren't hiring, they weren't expecting to grow or expecting the need of more really developers or more really just personnel as well. So definitely continuing to see some bullish outlooks on Ankr if we look long term. Realistically, like I said, guys, we're going to see some problems all the way up until September at the very least, in my opinion. I do expect a recovery later in the year and really pushing our way into that bull market part 2 before the end of the year, and hopefully lasting into mid 2022 at the very least. So I do want to talk a little bit more about Ankr. So to do so, we'll jump straight onto the website. So on the website, you can see that they are, they're ETH2 staking solution has launched, and you can also connect to their Web3 in minutes. And they talk about how they support really more than 40 blockchain protocols for staking or development purposes, I guess. If you jump down a little bit, you can actually read more about really what Ankr does as well. We kind of know this for the most part, but a lot of you guys that may be new and trying to find these coins that are a little bit smaller and jump on board before they blast off, well, it talks about staking nodes, developer APIs, and enterprise solutions, and they have over 8,000 nodes currently deployed, and they're trusted by blockchain pioneers around the world. Obviously, a lot of these very, very known coins, very known coins here like Scale, Oasis, Harmony, Polkadot, obviously Matic. We have Compound, we have Cello, and if you go down a little bit more, you can read more, in detail. But we're going to jump back to the top and actually look into the ETH2 staking solution that has launched. We've talked about this ETH staking solution before, but I just love jumping into it because of how easy it is to navigate and how simple it is. So they talk about their micropool, staking manager, staking liquidity, and security. But if you go down a little bit farther, you can actually calculate your earnings with this slide bar. So let's just say some reason we have about 50 ETH just chilling out and we want to start staking it, right? So if we can get exactly to that 50 ETH, it's looking like I keep skipping over it. There we go. So $97,362 worth of ETH at the moment. Yearly earning would be about $5,159. So you are getting a decently, simple way of putting your ETH to work for you. And we always talk about that. Working smarter, not harder. And that's exactly what you're doing with investing your money and making your money work for you. So I think this is definitely a very, very cool idea, StakeFi with Ankr. And we've talked about StakeFi specifically before. And they talk about access. You can really access Ankr's ETH2 staking services and ATHC here. So Uniswap, SushiSwap, MetaMask, and so on and so forth. Some big names there. So it's very, very easy to use Ankr. It's very, very easy to understand why Ankr is useful. And that's exactly another reason why I think Ankr is going to do so well when we do see people onboarding back into crypto. Retail investors are currently out because they got, maybe too much of a loss. They jumped out. They were unstable. They put too much money in, so they couldn't afford to lose it. And now they're going to be coming back in, hopefully, on this rise back up so they can actually gain a little bit of profit on the way back up. But, realistically, we do see a lot of potential behind Ankr. I think, by the end of the year, we could easily see price points ranging from, its previous all-time high, if we actually take a look, is right around 22 cents, 22.5 cents, I should say, March 27th at 8 p.m. I think realistically we see a 22 to 24 cent range as a possibility by the end of the year. That would be obviously about a 4x from our current price point. And I think as we move forward, going into the end of the bull market part 2, we could easily see Ankr pushing closer to about a 50-cent price point. If that's, if things do very, very well during this bull market part 2, it depends on how long the bull market lasts. If there's any more manipulation or FUD, that brings Ankr even lower. Obviously, a lot goes into play when talking about price predictions, but as our current point stands, I think 50 cents is a reasonable price prediction, a realistic conservative price prediction that I always try to give you guys. So just giving you guys a heads up on where I think Ankr could be by the end of the next bull run. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video as I try to give you guys obviously up-to-date information and price predictions regarding altcoins as well as so much other cryptocurrencies out there. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys all in the next one.